Hi guys, it's Crypto Rocco from Rockstar Trading Channel. In today's video guys, I'll be sharing with you the best LUNA staking strategies for 2022. I'll start off with some safer strategies. So if you're looking for safe stablecoin strategies, I'll be starting off with them, and then I'll go into more higher risk degen staking strategies. Also guys, I'll be sharing with you exactly how I have been staking. We started staking LUNA mid last year. If you've been following our channel, LUNA has gone absolutely parabolic. It's one of our favorite coins. We got involved at $5, and if you follow our channel, we're more of a trading channel, but LUNA I got involved with DeFi and staking, and it's been absolutely life-changing. I made way more money than I would have made if I was just trading. So staking has been absolutely life-changing. So I'll be sharing with you exactly the strategies I was using back then, strategies that I'm using now, and I'll be sharing with you the delta neutral strategy, my personal favorite one, in a lot of details. I'll be sharing with you everything that you need to know, what platforms you used to use, what is staking, step by step, share with you screenshots, also look at the platform live and share with you basically everything that you need to know to start staking today. So make sure you watch the video till the end guys. It has taken me a bit of time to put this video. I have released some other videos, some staking videos. This will add to that playlist, so if you watch them, you already know some LUNA, how to stake LUNA and the simpler strategies. This will go into a lot more detail, especially on the delta neutral strategy. And apologies for the delay. This video takes a lot longer to make because I've got to create it, prepare it, so it takes a lot longer to make. But if you do enjoy this kind of video, hit that like button, and I'll try to make more LUNA staking strategy videos. LUNA and Terra, there's so many platforms that is launching. There's Nexus and Stader protocol, which I'm looking at, White Whale protocol, another amazing protocol I'm looking at now. So if you are interested in LUNA staking DeFi strategies, comment below and smash that like button. It will motivate us to make more videos. I'll try to make maybe a couple of these videos a month, sharing with you exactly how to stake and make money. So if you're unsure on trading, or if you're new to crypto, this introduction video on DeFi and staking strategy will probably help you. So before we get started, make sure you hit that like button. So guys, there's the 5 strategies I'm going to talk about today. These are the main 5 strategies, and there are slight differences in different strategies I'll talk about at the end of the video, but on a high time frame, these are the main strategies. The first one is LUNA staking, which I've talked about in a previous video, but I'll cover it in this video. Second one is aUST, again an Anchor protocol. It's 19.5 actually, but I've put 20%, so that's the other strategy. Again, I've made a video about it. Then we go into a bit more detailed strategy. So if you've not got as much time, or if you're new, you might it might take you probably haven't heard about it, but I'm going to go into them step by step. These are the ones that I haven't gone through before, and then let me know which one you like the most. And what I'll do is, like I've done with PegAxi, I've put in 10 grand into PegAxi. I could put in 5-10 grand, like I've done with Olympus DAO, which isn't going very well. I've actually exited. I'll talk about that in a future video if I get a chance. But yeah, let me know which strategy you like most, and what I'll do is I'll put my money in and do it live. I was going to do it at the end of this video if you have time, but I could do that as well. So let me know which strategy you like the most. So let's get into the video now then. So what is staking and what is LUNA? Again, if you follow my channel, you must know what LUNA is. That's primarily only thing I talk about. But LUNA is the token for the Terra ecosystem to protect the integrity of the Terra mechanism by locking value for the Terra ecosystem. When providing network security, LUNA holders and delegators can earn rewards for exposing themselves to the risk and to offer incentive to the long-term interest in the LUNA ownership. So that's why people who take the risk and stake LUNA, that's why they get some staking rewards. So rewards from stake are primarily determined by the size of the stake and structured in a way that rewards increase as transaction volume increases. So that's basically why you get rewarded if you're staking, because you are taking the risk, you are trying to secure the Terra ecosystem. That's why you are rewarded. So that's on a high time frame what basic LUNA staking is. So the platforms that you need for this video, you need exchanges. So you can have Binance, KuCoin. I'll leave the links below to use one of them. You would need to use them to buy LUNA, or there are other ways as well. I think I'm sharing with you a very simple one. You would need the Terra Station. So if you're staking LUNA, you can use Terra Station, the web app, and I went into a lot of detail in this video. I'm not going to go through all that detail. So if you watch this video, go into a lot of detail in this video, go step by step basically how to do that. You'd need to install Terra Station extension. So I'm using it on Chrome, so install the Terra extension add-on. You really need that if you want to use Anchor and Mirror protocol. So please install that, and then we'll be using Anchor and Mirror protocol, which I'll flick through as well. I've got screenshots of the key steps of how to stake, but I'm going to go through it on live as well, so you can see how you need to do it. So that's the platforms that you need to use, and obviously the simple stuff, you need the knowledge, the internet, and the simple stuff. I'm assuming you already have all of that. So let's talk about the first one. So staking Luna, this is quite simple. So you need to install Terra Station, create a wallet, receive token from an exchange, stake Luna, withdraw staking rewards. That's step by step how to stake it. I've got a video on it, but basically you download Terra Station, you go on stake. You need to use the Terra Station. There's a how to, if you click on this link, or you can copy paste this link, this shows you how to do it as well. But basically these are the steps on how to do it. You need to withdraw Luna or UST. So in this example, I'm sharing with you how to withdraw Luna. This is on Binance. You go on the fiat spot, you click withdraw, click Luna, whatever Luna you have, you withdraw how much you want to do. For UST, same thing. Just you need to click UST and you withdraw UST. So that's simple how to withdraw, and I'm sure you know how to do it. And if you're unsure of anything, comment below. I'll try to help you out. Try to Google as well. Google's your best friend. But comment below. Myself or someone else will try to help you out as well. So then you go into the staking section. You click the validator. In that video I go through how to pick the best validator. But again, these are some high points. Look at uptime, look at the commission. Those are a couple of things that I look for when I'm picking my validator. And then finally you stake it, and once you've staked it, you can confirm it and you can start withdrawing some money as well. So that's the first one, and again, I've gone through that in a lot of detail in my previous video, so I won't spend that much time. You could roughly expect to earn about 7% APY. There are some higher APYs, but I'm just going through on average. The benefits or the disadvantages of this risk is the exposure to Luna price. So if the Luna price is going up, that's when you can make crazy money. Again, I'll get a calculator, I'll go through how much you can expect to make staking. But a lot of it is dependent on the Luna price. If Bitcoin dumps, Luna price dumps, you're not going to be making as much money. So that's the positives and negatives. If you're bullish on Luna, you could use this strategy. For me, when I was last year, I was heavily using this strategy. Let me go back to this page. This was my main strategy. So bonded Luna, borrow and farming. This was my main strategy last year. I've moved mainly to the delta neutral strategy. This is what I'm doing this and this, the second and the third strategy a lot more. If you are interested in what I'm doing straight away, you can check out the Rockstar trading group. We trade there. There's live streams, there's courses, and if this is the long that we took, we hit our first target. It's breaking out now. I'm bullish Luna, and again, it's not a price prediction video, but if you are interested in taking a trade to the next level, talk about these DeFi strategies with myself and other members, and just help the community and help the channel. It's less than $30 a month to trial. You can trial us for less than $30 and see if this group is for you or not. I'll leave the links below if you're interested. I can post there a lot more, what trades I'm taking, what strategies, and all that good stuff. So if you are interested, I'll leave the links below. We started doing this in July last year, and it was, like I said, it was life-changing for me, especially being as just a trader. That's the first strategy, Luna staking. The second strategy is the UST rewards on Anchor protocol. Let's quickly go into what Anchor protocol is, just a quick one slide. So Anchor is a decentralized savings protocol offering low volatile yields on Terra stablecoin deposits. Anchor rate is powered by diversified stream of staking rewards from major proof of stake blockchains, and therefore can be expected to be much more stable than money market interest. Anchor community believes that a stable, reliable source of yield in Anchor has the opportunity to become the reference interest rate in crypto. So this is probably the biggest thing that's helped Luna go absolutely parabolic. And you guys know I'm just a trader in and out. Apart from Bitcoin and Ethereum, I just trade in and out. When I found out about this, and especially when the price of Luna was there, that's when, not here, sorry, the Luna price was at $5. That's when I just, lost it. I just believed in the project so much. And I can share this with you. If you type in Luna $5 in the group, or if you type in Luna $5, you'll see the trades we took. You can check the dates. December last year, was it this one? So this is the trade. You can see what the price of Luna was, and we were trading it back then. So I absolutely just got sold on Luna. You can see the date, 5th of July, when I was buying Luna, just around here. So this was the main reason why I got sold onto Luna, and this is what's helped Luna get so bullish. So everyone is scared of the APYs changing, but when you come in and see like a 19.4% or 20% APY stable, people are more inclined to put their money into the project because they can work out how much they'll earn. And I've made a few videos of there are some FUD around the Anchor protocol. You can watch this video, but it's really important for Luna and the Terra team to just have 20% or 19.4% on there, because that is huge for attracting new money and growing the protocol. So again, that's briefly what Anchor protocol, and as the key thing is instant withdrawals, principal protection. There's liquidation protections. You can get insurance as well. If you're putting 6 figures in, I'll recommend you get some insurance. I'll talk about that. But basically, the high stable deposit yields. This was a game changer in cryptocurrency. So again, this was one of the main reasons why I started DeFi for the first time, and I'm still a trader. That's where I make most of my money. But DeFi is literally absolutely taken over crypto, and I'm really excited. And a lot of the things that I'm doing now, play to earn models and staking models, those are stuff I'm doing just because of getting involved with Luna and seeing how powerful Luna can be. So that's the dashboard of Anchor protocol. So you can log in. This is what you'll see. You need to go into the earn section and basically deposit. That's how simple it is. It's nothing rocket science. I could write loads of steps, but it's fairly simple. All you have to do is download Terra Station, which I've showed you how to do previously. You need to install the Terra Station extension. You need to withdraw UST. So you need to withdraw UST from KuCoin or Binance. You need to withdraw it into your Terra Station extension. So copy that address, withdraw it, paste it, and you need to click deposit. And that's as simple as it is. And crypto DeFi, when you hear about it, you start thinking it's going to be really complicated, really difficult. But Luna just made it so simple, even for myself, for many others, and for some of you as well. And that's why it's that simple to use, and it's gone so bullish. That's the simple strategy, and the rewards you can expect to earn is 19.4. So it's not 4.5, 19.4. The benefit is no exposure to Luna price. So if the price of is basically risk free, but I know I'll talk about some potential risk and if you can get insurance, but it's basically risk free. You're getting 19.4% APY risk free, and I know it's not those crazy 1000% people look for in crypto, but that is crazy. If you live in a bank, you don't even get 1-2%. So 20% rewards if you've got 100k lying around, or you've got a lot of money. Even if you don't have that much money, why not do this? If you haven't got time to trade, or if you haven't got time to research, this is an amazing way of doing it. And this is where I have started doing a lot more of, and I'll talk about what I've been doing at the end of the video, but this is what I've been doing a lot more of. And there's no exposure to Luna price. If Luna price is dumps, then it's still the price. This price can go up. One of the points I want to talk about briefly is in a bear market, Luna price could be going up. So I've written a thread. You can read this thread. I talk about it in my previous Luna video, and I talk about some of the changes that Luna's making, and Luna price is still going up even when everything else is going down, and I explain the reasons why the Luna price is going up. But you can read this thread. I go into in a lot more detail, but just to recap for this video, in a bear market, people usually sell their high risk Bitcoin and other cryptos and hold stable coins. If they hold USD stable coins, the price of Luna could be going up, because if the demand of USD goes up, you need to mint more UST, and to mint more UST you have to burn Luna. If the supply of Luna decreases, you could expect the price to go up. That's sort of the I was going to say thesis to make myself sound more clever, but that's the idea, and that could be really bullish for it. And this is why I think a lot more people would be looking into the Anchor protocol, and the price of price of Luna could be going up, and that would be because of the way Luna and UST works. And so I've said this is risk free, but there is some smart contract risk, and there is risk of the UST peg, and you can watch my other videos when I talk about what Luna and the Terra ecosystem is trying to do to make that peg as strong as it is possible. And I believe a lot more in UST and trust UST a lot more than the USDT, where they say that is backed, but I'm not sure if it is actually backed. And on top of that, they've just got Bitcoin reserve of 1 billion, one of the biggest crypto transactions in the world, and I covered that in this video, so you can go watch that. But I'm really confident in this, and I have my money in this. If you still want to be extra secure, there is a way to get insurance and protect your deposit. And again, I'm not going into a lot of detail in this, but if you are interested, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe I'll make a video in the future how to protect your deposits. So that's the second strategy, and I'd probably say the most simple strategy. If you haven't got that much time, just simply do that. The second one, this is what I used to do. So when I talked about, you know, at $5 in the Rockstar trading group when we got involved, I started doing this, and, you know, a lot of other people were doing this with us. So basically what you have to do is mirror. I'm going to talk about mirror protocol in a later bit. That slide should be in a bit later on. But basically you need to get Luna first. So buy Luna on Binance. I'm sure you guys can do that. I've talked about it before. Then you need to swap your Luna for bLuna, which is bonded Luna. You can do that on Anchor protocol, Luna to bond. Let me share that with you. So B assets, you basically bond your Luna. That's how you mint and burn. You want to bond your Luna and get bLuna. There is a way to get it on TerraSwap, and it could actually be cheaper. So a quick tip, that it might be cheaper to get it on TerraSwap, but for the simplicity of it, I'm sharing with you how to get it on Anchor protocol. First thing you do is buy Luna on a Binance. Then you need to bond your Luna to bLuna. Then you can borrow against that Luna. This is where the power of Luna comes. So I wasn't just, you know, buying and holding Luna. I was doing all this cool stuff, and this net APR is 3.5%, but this was absolutely crazy. I can't remember what it was, but it was like probably 50 or something absolutely crazy. You're still getting paid to borrow, but you were getting paid like with something ridiculous to borrow back then. So you need to come into the borrow stage of here. So once you've deposited your Luna, you can still, it's 4%. You make 4% on here as well, which you can, when we talk about rewards, I've not incorporated that, but if you're playing with, you know, 50, 10 grand, 100 grand, then maybe you want to know exactly how much you need to work. But then you come in here, you click the borrow amount, and you borrow against your Luna. So you give your bonded Luna as collateral to get UST. And once you've got that UST, you can go back and like I've shared with you, this. So you give your Luna, you give your bonded Luna to get UST, and use that UST to earn that 20%. How powerful is that? That is mind-blowing, and I know it's probably, if you're in cryptocurrency, it just seems normal, but to me that is mind-blowing. And this is why I got so bullish on Luna. And if you watched my previous videos from back then, you know, the YouTube videos, I show exactly when I'm buying and selling. In the Rockstar trading group, I can show my entries, my exits, and all that good stuff. But yeah, Luna, that's when I went absolutely crazy on Luna, when I understood that, and also how Luna had to be burnt to mint USD. Those were the two key game changers for me. So going back to this strategy, so you buy a Luna, you bond Luna, you borrow against it, and you earn UST interest. So, and on top of that, so I talked about this, you can stop at that earning 20%, but if you want, you know, more risk, there's more ways to earn money if you've got more time, which is good, which is what I'm going to talk about in the mirror protocol. But that's the strategy for Luna staking, and you could stop Luna, you know, you could stop at this, but then after you're earning that, you know, 20%, 19.4% on Anchor protocol, you can still use aUST and have even more risk, which is what I'll come on to in the next video. But before I go on to this is probably the most important slide on here. Please do not get liquidated. You can borrow quite a lot, but I would probably say keep it to 30-35%. Always check what your liquidation price is. It tells you what the liquidation price is. If the price gets to there, you'll get liquidated. So when you click put your borrow amount, please write down what your liquidation price is, even 10-15% before the price goes there. Set alerts. You know, I used TradingView. Set alerts. You know, I set alerts and trade. If you follow me on Twitter or YouTube, you know how I set alerts and how I trade. Make sure you set alerts, and this is where it gets a bit complicated. If you're, you know, just want to keep it simple, you can do the first two things. If you want to make it a bit more complicated or get into a bit more the nitty-gritty of it, this is where you can earn more. So, you know, more risk, more reward, and obviously the more you work, the more reward. But again, the work compared to anything else, I think this is nothing. The amount of money you can make. So the payback, so set alerts and before liquidation. Payback loans, if your price is dropping massively and you can see you're close to liquidated price, you know, have some money deposited into Anchor protocol, so you can, you know, keep it liquid. You can pay down if it's going up, deposit more. So again, if you see that your liquidation price is going closer, deposit more, guys. You know, have more USD available, buy more Luna, bond and provide it to Anchor. Please do not get liquidated. That's the biggest thing. And if you want to keep it simple, follow the first. I'm not scaremongering, I'm not scaring. Try it with, you know, $1,000, $2,000, and, you know, we can get more involved later on, but that would be a really big tip, and that's why I said probably the most important slide on this video. note. And then but even better scenario is the price of your asset goes up and you can borrow more. So this is a tip, and if the price of Luna goes up and you're staking more, you're earning more, you're compounding more interest, you can borrow more, you can buy more Luna. But that's the fun bit. So I mean, I've written this at the bottom. So if the Luna prices go up, it's the opposite. You're not having to put more money in, you can borrow more if you want. You can do a lot more cool stuff with it. You can buy more Luna. I'll touch on some of the things you can do, but that's the even better if scenario. So I left it at the bottom. So I wanted to share, end this scary slide on a positive note. So the Anchor protocol actually doesn't only give you that 20%. It gives you aUST, an interest-bearing token, which you can use to long and short farm. So, it's not that 19.45% that Anchor is giving you. It gives you an aUST. With that aUST, you can long and short farm and do some really cool, amazing stuff, which is what I'm going to get into in a lot more detail. And you can do that on Mirror Protocol. So what is Mirror Protocol? Mirror Protocol is a DeFi protocol powered by smart contracts on the Terra network that enables the creation of synthetic assets called mirror assets, M assets. M assets mimic the price behavior of real-world assets and give traders anywhere in the world open access to price exposure without the burden of owning or transacting assets. I also talked about how Mirror Protocol gives access to people around the world. So in some people in Singapore or other parts of the world might not own US assets, or I might want to own something somewhere else that I can't buy in the UK. Mirror Protocol, you can have exposure to that, and that is very, very powerful, and that could be an amazing use case for Mirror Protocol. So minting M assets is decentralized and is undertaken by users throughout the network. By opening position and depositing collateral, Mirror ensures there is always sufficient collateral within the protocol to cover M assets, and also manages markets for M assets by listing them on Terra Swap against UST. So mirror farming, so I've touched on before. So once you deposit money into Anchor Protocol, you'll start seeing that you have access to aUST. So all you have to do is basically click that deposit button here, and that's it. You've deposited, earning 20%, and you're given aUST that you can play with in the Mirror Protocol DeFi world. So that is very, very powerful, and I love seeing that. So the strategy is that using that aUST, you short farm a token, and I'll talk about it, which one you can pick, and you can be earning money. So you can take a directional risk by just shorting something, or you can directional risk taking long in something. But what I do is I say short farm using UST and long and hold using the other UST, then you're delta neutral and you're earning short farming rewards. And that is something that I mainly do now. I don't really do long short as much, but this is basically what I'm doing most of. So I've got most of my UST. I still own lots more Luna than most people, but I probably own less than 20% of what I earn. So let's say I had 1,000 or 10,000 worth of Luna. I hold 20% of that, so 2,000 Luna. So it's a really again, I'm just being completely transparent. When you get in early in a project, you need to take profit. Even now, I think it's early. You need to think about some profit taking measures. People say I'm not a real lunatic, although on Twitter I mainly meme post and shit post if you want to talk about it. But there's lots of good content I share, and this, if you listen to any of that, even this I'm just posted now, which is what I'm doing. There could be amazing investments. But I did take profit, and which is I'm completely transparent with, and I'm doing a lot more of this UST farming at the moment. So that's my thoughts on Mirror Protocol. So let's go into a bit more detail then. So these are the farms, and then one of the things I want to talk about is back when I was doing it. This is a screenshot of my previous video. You was getting 80% shorting rewards. This was absolutely ridiculous. You were getting 80%, 50% for longing, and at that time I wasn't really bullish on gold, so I just let gold go sideways, and I wasn't short hedged. So if you're not short hedged, you can, again, this is where maybe I need to do a live stream and talk to you guys through, because there's so many different variables, there's so many different things you can do. But at that time I was literally shorting gold to get the short hedge rewards, and I wasn't really hedging against it. And if it dipped a lot, because I'm trading, like, I'm bullish gold now. This is the trade we took in gold. You could look to long gold if you believe that what the war is happening and all the issues that's going on in the world. Gold is usually a risk off assets, and you can see the gold trades we've been taking. You can go back and see in the Rockstar Trading Group, I can post my exact entries and how I'm trading it, share with you my strategies. You can ask me questions in the live streams and all that good stuff. But I'm bullish gold, so one thing you can do is, you know, you put your UST and you keep earning that money on your UST, and then you buy gold if you're bullish gold. If you bullish another stock, you could be bullish Apple or Microsoft, you could long them. But if you bearish gold, short gold, and if gold breaks through this red zone, I'm gonna be looking to get out, and potentially I could short gold. And at that time I wasn't really bullish or bearish gold in 2021. You can see it was just sort of going sideways, so I was just, you know, shorting it just to get the staking rewards. And once it actually dumped and I ended up making money, you can see July time, it sort of broke down and it made me money, which was pretty good. But you know, that's just something you can do. I'm just giving you an option. But if you don't want to take that risk, you can long and short, and that could be a really good strategy for you. So how do you short it? So if you come into here, you click on short form. I've picked Microsoft because it's got higher APY and probably it's not as volatile as some of the other coins. Then the key thing is, you know, please don't put like a 150% collateral. I would say put 220%. That would mean if you have 2,000 invested with this collateral, you'll be able to short $1,000 Microsoft. I'm assuming you guys know what shorting is if you're watching this channel, but just to quickly tell you that you borrow money to short it, and then you have to you buy with that borrowed money. So let's say you borrowed 100 at Microsoft to short it, to sell onto the market. You have to buy that back and give it back. So if you, let's say, buy Microsoft, so you borrow Microsoft at $100 and sell it at $100, and you buy 10 worth of Microsoft, the price of Microsoft drops to 80. You can buy Microsoft a lot cheaper. You're saving $80 per Microsoft. You buy it and you make profit. On the other hand, if the price of Microsoft goes up, you have to end up buying it a lot with a higher price and you lose money. That's why if you don't want to be taking that directional risk, you can long and short and be delta neutral. So I'm going to share with you the strategy that I'm talking about the most simple one and the most popular one. So you short it here. So you come in, you click short, you'll come to this page. I'd say put it to 200. Make sure you pick aUST, and if you deposit UST into Anchor Protocol, you'll have aUST. So let me just show you it quickly. This will make more sense. So you come into farming, you short it. Make sure you pick aUST. You set collateral, I'd say around 200, the short amount depending on how much UST you have, and that's how you short it. So simple terms, search 200, pick MUST, Microsoft. You can pick your own. I'll touch on which one you could pick. The rewards aren't as great as it used to be, but it's still amazing compared to anything else. And then that will be your shorting part. So you short farm it, and then you can just long it. You could long farm as well, but the risk to long farming is impermanent loss, and I could go into a lot more detail on impermanent loss, but please Google it. If the price of Microsoft goes up a lot, you won't make as much money if you're just holding it. So if you don't want that impermanent loss, I suggest, if you're new to it, just long it. And yeah, this is just the first video I'm making, almost a beginner video. I'm already talking for over half an hour. There's going to be a lot more video coming, guys, in the next few weeks to months, where I go into each of these detail in a lot more detail. So again, make sure you hit that like button if you're enjoying this. If you want one part of this strategy where you want me to put $10,000 and play with that money, show you live how to do it, I can do that. So make sure you comment below. But this is, again, like I said, the first part of the video, and a lot more will be coming out going forward. So what I will say is, you get your aUST, short farm it, make sure you've got enough collateral. Then the amount you shorted, so let's say you shorted 100 Microsoft stocks, you come here, you buy 100 Microsoft stocks, and then you're delta neutral. So whatever happens to the price of Microsoft, you just earn that reward, and at the end of the 2 weeks, you give that Microsoft back, and then you hedge. So whatever happens to the price, you are safe. So that is a really important tip, and that's how you be delta neutral. So this is the one with impermanent loss. So you get aUST, you short from aUST, and you long from aUST. You still delta neutral, and you're earning short and long farming rewards, but you are exposed to impermanent loss. If you're not want that, then that's something you can't do. But also, when you're longing, you have to provide aUST as well. So you're long farming, so liquidity pools, you need long and short. That's another additional money that you need to put on So just to recap the strategy before I talk about how much you can earn. So when I talked about the LUNA staking strategy, or when I talked about the UST staking strategy, they're quite simple. I can just say, yeah, this is how much you're going to earn. But when I talk about the staking strategy, the rewards can change. What I do have is a calculator. So let me know if you want that calculator. For my Pegaxi, I shared with you my breeding calculator. Let me know in the comment section below. I'll maybe make another video, share with you my calculator and play with the numbers so you guys can see exactly how much you can look to earn. But these strategies, so that the USD strategy is quite simple. I can tell you exactly how much you can expect to earn in the USD strategy, 19.4% stable coin rewards. But when I talk about Luna, there's so much more risk. It's difficult to say how much you'll earn. So I can't really actually say this is how much you're going to earn. So it's a bit more difficult, but I'm going to try my best to share with you. And there's a lot of discrepancies. So the price of Luna could change, the Anchor protocol rewards could change, and I think with what's happened, and if you watch this video and that video, I think it will be sustainable at least for the next year or so, unless anything crazy happens, especially with what the team is doing. But obviously it's crypto, anything can happen. But that's a key point to make. It's a lot reasonable to say, yeah, you're going to earn 19.4%. But yeah, if that changes, the farming rewards changes, there's lots of changes. So it is a bit difficult to say how much you'll look to earn. But if you are bullish Luna, you could look to use this strategy where you're bonding Luna. So in this strategy, you buy Luna, and I'll have to find that slide, which goes into detail. So you have to buy Luna, bond Luna, get bLuna, you borrow against that Luna, you get that UST reward, you get UST 20%, and on top of that you get aUST, and with that aUST you go into Mirror Protocol, do long farm, short farm. That's the most aggressive strategy, so I'll put in here most aggressive if you want to do that. And I could put in long farm, short farm here at the bottom, short and long farming. So that is the most aggressive strategy, and you could look to do that. And this is what I was basically doing from last May and last June, July time. At the moment, I'm more doing the UST strategy, so I'm going to talk about the numbers of UST more. Again, if you want that bLuna strategy, let me know. I can make a video in the future and share with you exactly how to do it. And the good thing is you can do this with $1,000. You can do it with 10,000, 100,000 bucks. So again, you can do it with the different strategies. But I'm just to keep big numbers. I talk about, let's say you invest $30,000. If you are going to follow the delta neutral long hold, not the long farm strategy, and I'll put a question mark here. What you need to do is you need to put 20,000 in Anchor. So if you have 30,000, put 20,000 in Anchor. You get that $4,000 USD. So this is stable coin. This is what you will get. Amazing, great rewards. On that, if you use 200% collateral, you short 10,000. So you get aUST. This is with aUST. Let me put that here as well. Hopefully this is making sense. It is quite difficult. I know it's a long video as well. Maybe you need to pause it and watch it. So with that 20%, you've got it on Anchor Protocol. You get aUST. With the aUST, you can go into Mirror Protocol and you can short farm. With short farming, you can expect to earn 2.5 grand, and that's your reward. And you could look to long farm. With long farming, you could earn, with Microsoft, or you got Vixie. I probably wouldn't touch Vixie. Neo could be an option. So again, Vixie is very volatile. I'd probably pick Microsoft or Neo. I'd pick Neo because you can long farm it as well. I've not put that, but you can long farm it, get another 20%, and that will be another 2 grand. So that's how you can keep seeing how you can build it. But to keep it simple, this is, I'd say, a reasonable return on investment you could look to make, and this is completely risk-free. So you invest 30 grand, you're getting 4 grand on UST rewards, you're holding an asset interest-bearing token, which the value of it is going up. With that, you get in 2.5 grand, and also I'll come on to it on the next slide. And then with the 10,000, you can just buy and hold. So if you're just shorting Microsoft, buy and hold $10,000 Microsoft. If the price goes up, you can return it, not lost your money. If the price goes down, this goes down, but you make money on that, so you're delta neutral. If you're feeling more frisky, what you can do is with that $10,000, you can long farm, and you can even look to increase your earnings a lot more. But the key part is that if the price goes up, the Luna price, you can look to borrow more and buy more Luna. You'll be getting rewards 20% every 14 days. You can put that mirror that you get, you can sell that mirror to buy Luna. You can sell that mirror to buy more UST and increase these values, you know, and then your earnings would go up. So that's something you can do, and it's the power of compounding. So these numbers might not look as great. You'll be like, oh, Rocco, I want 10x's, and again, you probably risk losing all your money if you're trying to do that. You know, you can risk that money, but you could compound it, and that is the power of this. And you could also look for directional risk. So I touched on that. We're long gold at the moment in the Rockstar trading group, and you can see when the prices of we are long from. If you're long gold, then you could just buy and long gold. So you don't have to need all of that. If you're bearish on Microsoft, you can short it. The price goes down and you take the directional risk. So there's lots of things you can do with it. You can stake mirror. You can, if you love the project, you want to be involved with the project, you can you get involved with the governance of mirror. You can stake and farm mirror tokens. So there's lots of stuff you can do. These are some of the things that I'm just sharing ideas with. So these are like some of the best strategies you can do in Luna, and these are, I would say, again, there's still risky. There's contract risk, there's risk of Luna and UST peg, but I would say there's a less risky amounts, and there's amazing other protocols. So Nexus, Stader, White Whale. These are some other projects I'm looking at the moment. And let me know if you want more Luna DeFi staking strategy videos. I'll try and make this. This taking me almost 3 days to make. So if you have enjoyed it, guys, hit that like button. I really appreciate it. But if you are interested in more degen stuff, you know, you can abracadabra, get like 100 to 300% APYs, but those are like very hard degen strategies. And I've played with some of them, and I've shared with you some of the places I put my money in, but those are like very, very high risk ones. If you are interested in those strategies, hit that like button, comment below, and I'll try to make those videos for you going forward. But just to recap, I've shared with you about 5 strategies, and obviously there's lots of discrepancies. You could say I've shared with you more than 10 strategies, but I've talked about Luna staking, the UST rewards, bonding Luna and getting, you know, borrowing against it and farming. Shared with you a delta neutral strategy just with stablecoin and no directional risk, and also like delta neutral strategy with a little bit of impermanent loss as well. So let me know what you think of this video. What is your favorite one? Do you like this one? Do you like this one? Comment below. And what I will do is maybe in the next couple of weeks I'll put a 10 grand in and just play with it and do it live with you. I don't want to share obviously how much I've got on, but I could literally play with 2-3 grand like I've done with, you know, pegaxi, where I've put some money in and I'm playing it with you live in these videos. And I could do the same with Olympus DAO. I've done it, and I could do that, and we could just see how much we can turn 10 grand in Luna in a year. So that could be a fun little challenge on DeFi. So yeah, and if you are interested in a lot more detail on how we're trading, our staking, our pegaxi, and all that good stuff, comment below, and I'll leave the links below for you to check out our Rockstar trading group. If you want to support the channel, be part of our community, just hit the link below. You can trial us for less than $30 for a month, see if this group is for you or not. I live stream 3 to 4 times a week. There's a Telegram group, myself and other people are talking about it. There's some Axie Infinity and pegaxi, and there's some DeFi degens as well that just goes into crazy 10,000% APY protocols, degen high risk ones. But Luna is a lot more safer, and it's a lot higher standard, gold standard project. So anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification button. If you have any questions, guys, comment below and I'll try to get back to you. So yeah, thank you very much. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon with another great video. Go Luna!